Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to go to myhealth.va.gov, send a note to your primary care physician. When this primary care physician fails to include critical information when you are being treated for a condition that you're going to file a claim or have a current claim with VBA, Veterans Benefit Administration. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to explain why it is important so raters can see this information before they adjudicate your claim. Make sure you stick around. Okay, a lot of vets have been reaching out to me and saying, Dwayne, I get treatment at the VA medical center. I don't go to a private doctor. Or even if you do go to a private doctor, this is so important. When you go to the VA medical center, sometimes your primary care physician does not include all the information to include symptoms for a condition or conditions that you're claiming before VBA, Veterans Benefit Administration. And that's where the raters fall under, Veterans Benefit Administration, the compensation piece, okay? Now, I'm going to share with you how to leave a note where your primary care physician can see it. And the reason why you want to do this is after you've already come to this particular website that I'm going to show you, you looked at that progress note and you're like, hey, wait a minute. My primary care physician left out some critical information for the migraines that I'm claiming, the back condition that I'm claiming, the knee condition that I'm claiming, or any condition, okay? Towards the end of this video, I'm going to explain as a former VA rater why this is important and things that I saw veterans do during this process that I'm going to show you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to take you to myhealthy.va.gov, a VA's website, okay? So as you can see, this is myhealth.va.gov. This is for VHA, Veterans Healthcare Administration. Now, you can do a lot of things here. Pharmacy, you can refill your prescriptions if you have any prescriptions, your appointments. You can keep track of them. You can make appointments, cancel appointments, also messaging and health records. Now, we are going to focus on the messaging piece, okay? But this will come after, hey, I've already looked up my progress notes. I noticed that I was in, let's just say for this example, migraines, and you have a claim, let's just say increased claim for migraines, and you get treatment at your VA medical center, all right? So this is the login page. You click sign in, you sign in. If you haven't registered, go ahead, click register and follow the prompts so you can get access to all your medical information, okay? Now, bear with me. We're going to go to the next screen that I'm going to share with you. Okay. Now, once you sign in, you're going to come here. Okay. But again, you have to be registered first. When you get here, you have the pharmacy. You can refill your prescriptions. You don't even have to go to the pharmacy and wait in a long line unless you want to. They will UPS your prescriptions. And guess what? The VHA, they're pretty quick about getting you your medication, okay? Then you have appointments. You can view your appointments, schedule or cancel appointments. Now, a really cool thing about this, you can get text of upcoming appointments, okay? So the VHA, I think, is further along than VBA as it pertains to their website and the upgrades that they have. Then you have messaging and health records. I'm going to talk about the health records really quick. You click on blue button medical records. I'm not going to do that, but what you can do when you click on that button, you can do a search for progress reports, okay? Progress notes, treatment x-rays, MRIs. You can see all that information. And guess what? Raters can see it too. So I want you to follow along with me in this example. So let's just say you're a veteran and you're going to claim, or you have a current claim for increase in your service-connected migraines at 30%, and you're going in for an increase. Okay. We all know for an increase, the 50% criteria, you have to have very completely prostrating attacks, severe economic inadaptability. All right. So you come here and you click on blue button, medical records. We're not going to do it for this example. And you go through and you say, wait a minute, I was in a couple of weeks ago and I informed my primary care that I have very completely prostrating attacks of migraines or my service connected migraines, and I have to take off work. Okay. And you don't see it in these progress notes. So once you log in, you come here and you want to click on messaging. I'm sorry. I was about to click on inbox. Okay. Then you're going to come to this screen. All right. Scroll down. I'm not going to go all the way down because I do have some emails in here. And what you want to do is click on compose a message. All right. Because what we're going to do, we're going to send that primary care physician or his or her nurse a message. Okay. So over here to the left, you got inbox, drafts, sent, deleted, folders, managed folders, secure messaging. You're going to scroll down. Okay. Now, I'm not going to click on this where it says select a group to send a message. But when you do, there's several groups that you can send messages to. But if you already have been through eligibility and you have been assigned a primary care physician, when you click on select a group to send this message, your primary care doctor, his or her name is going to come up at the top of that list. And you click on that. Okay. Then subject, general. I'm not going to click on subject line because I have some pre-filled information there. Subject line, you can put omission of symptoms from doctor's visit, whatever date, okay? And then here, you want to type your message. After reviewing progress notes dated, let's just say February 21st, 2024, I noticed you failed to mention I stated that my service connected migraines, for this example, interfere. I think I'm spelling that right. Oh, all right. Let's see. Interfered with my employment. Okay. Now I wouldn't get too long-winded, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Okay. So for this example, I'm just using migraines, but you can use any example for any condition that you're claiming. Now, if you were there for multiple conditions, then you want to add that whatever symptoms that you complained about, you can put it here. Okay. Now, after you do that, you click send. I'm not going to click send. Okay. But you click send and it goes to that primary care. Now, also, you can ask them, please include this statement in an addendum. Okay. And so what that means, you're asking them to submit an addendum to include what they failed to include initially. Okay. Now, you may say, Dwayne, why is this so important? I'm going to explain it to you. As a former rating specialist, we have access to those progress notes. Okay, so we are supposed to go back and look through those progress notes. So, quick example, veteran submits a claim, increased claim for service-connected migraines. They go to a CMP exam. They're already 30%. the doctor does not check the box where it asks, does the veteran's migraines interfere with their employment? The doctor checks no, hopefully, in your personal statement. And I've done a video about personal statements, also in my book. I talk about example wording that you've already used your lay statement to say, I am claiming an increase in my service-connected migraines since my previous CMP exam. My condition has worsened. Now I present with the following symptoms to include very completely prostrating attacks, severe economic inadaptability. That's your lay statement. Woo! Guess what? I just dropped a huge nugget. All right. Now, you get scheduled for a CMP exam. You go, and the doctor doesn't check that box. It goes back to the rater, and the rater is going to confirm and continue that condition at 30%. But before they do it, they look at the lay statement. They come to Capri. That's the system that houses your progress notes. And guess what they see? They see that note that you just sent to your primary care physician. At that point, the rater should say, okay, even though the veteran's CMP examiner did not check the box, I can use the subjective lay medical evidence, which shows the symptoms the veteran talks about, which is the 50% criteria. And upon review of Capri, I see the veteran sent a note to their primary care physician saying, hey, please submit an addendum. Also, you failed to mention that I reported this. At that point, they should go, and they do have enough information to grant the increase. Now, if they still fail to do it, guess what? Now you have appeal rights. When you go to the high-level review, you're going to explain everything that I just explained to that decision review officer and say, hey, I conclude based off my lay medical evidence, which I'm qualified to give symptoms, not a diagnosis. I'm already service-connected for migraines. And progress note dated this date failed to mention this. I sent a note to my doctor requesting addendum and explaining they failed to input certain information as it pertains to my symptoms for my service-connected migraines in my progress note for that date of treatment. Now, I know that may seem a lot. Go back and watch this video again and again and again until you understand it. Stop overthinking the process. This is super simple. I just gave you something that you can use when your primary care physician omits certain information. Also, keep in mind, raters can see this. If you look in the evidence section of your rating decision, it'll say VA medical progress notes from San Antonio, Texas, VA Medical Center from this date to this date. Guess what's in there? That note that you sent your primary care stating you left certain information out. So, one, the rater should catch that before they adjudicate the claim. But today we know the VA's training is not that extensive, not like it used to be, and it could be missed. And if it is missed, I just dropped a huge nugget on how you can reasonably articulate that to a decision review officer if you elect for informal conference on a high-level review, okay? So again, raters can see that. They will be able to see that note, and especially an addendum if your doctor or the nurse updates it, okay? So with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.